Yo, yo, yo. No intro today. Just kind of hopping right into it. Let's get. Thank you. Okay. Jesus Christ, dude, you're here instantly. My God, Zarek. It's weird not calling you Red. You do you. You made it for the tiger, but the bird keeps taking it. Right. I can say Red? Thank you, man. Fuck's sakes. Hold on. I know it's not Red. I don't need to know your first name. I just go by Red, because that's... You were the Red Baron for a while. But we're going to be playing some heroes for a while, until Carter can decide that he wants to continue. Until Carter decides that he wants to stream and get his thing ready. And then after that, depending on how things go... Is Supermarket Sim crossplay? This is an answer for... This is a question for Google. But... I think it's co-op, but not crossplay. Oh, man. The moment I start stream, I get like really bad hiccups. Ugh. Grinch Christmas Adventure game. I mean, cool, man. Oh, man. These hiccups. Yeah, I figured on Game Pass. Die. Gotcha, bitch. Even if it wasn't me that got you. Who's Car? I didn't say Car. DM'd you, but you didn't see I'm ready when your game is over. I saw your DM. I didn't say Car. I would never say Car. That's not really in my vocabulary, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Unfortunate. Goodbye. I'm gonna get stunned. I'm gonna get healed. Can you stop being a bitch, dude? Let me run. No. What does Mathael want? He doesn't. Okay. I didn't say Car, man. Promise you. Then I don't. Whatever. The new Dauntless controversy? Dude, there's no controversy. I don't think to be fair, I haven't really been in a controversy. Shit's just happened to me. It's always been one-sided. I could, if I'm being real with you. This isn't me just floating. There are some content creators that I have met that I can make a big fucking stink over. But I don't want to. Sounds too boring. Dude, they can barely scratch me. Okay, they've scratched me. Ow. Our team is pretty fucking scary. Our team is just pressure incarnate, dude. So much healing. Done, dude. Oh, it's fucking over, bro. Why the fuck are they focusing me, man? Spin. I'm too fat. Can't run. Season 6 of Rivals leaked. I don't look at leaks. Sorry. I don't want to know what's in the leaks. I don't care. I only look at what they show me. I'm so sick of leaks. I don't care. Leaks are not healthy for any game. point exactly? Like there's so many, like there's leaks for fucking Pokemon. Funnily enough, the only main series game there hasn't been any leaks with was fucking Digimon, and that's because up until the game release, no one gave a fuck about it. Dude, no, I'm so sick. Every game that comes out, it's like, here's the new data mine shit, and it's just like, I don't care. Let there be a fucking mystery, man. One of the biggest reasons I'm enjoying fucking Digimon so much is because I know nothing. I knew the like I saw the trailers that were presented at like the direction stuff. I saw that it was English casted, and that's it. Everything else I didn't know. I saw a little bit of gameplay just to reaffirm my suspicions, like the with a couple of things. And I still don't know everything about like the game wise, and I like that. I don't like it. Aren't you playing the leak? No. I don't know what you mean. Over my head. All that is foster disappointment. Unless you really like it. Like, I am noticing that I'm kind of cynical a lot lately. Like, I'm just like, it's just negative. But like, I'm not really that negative. I really don't think I'm that negative. There's just a lot of shit that I don't like that's just being shoved in my face lately. There's a lot that I do like. But I feel like every topic, no matter what, it's just like, yeah, here's what I don't like about this. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe I should change that. You know, that mindset isn't exactly healthy. Oh, yo, that fucking half second of invincibility. Let's go. Not really worth an ult, but I'll take it. Can't kill me, bitch. No. Okay, I'm dead now. Dude, 3 ults, really? To kill me? That's a bit much. When I get this, we're good, though. Oh, you bitch. What is this Morales doing? Jesus. You're fucking throwing. I need to buy... Come on, 2 seconds. There we go, big chunk. I will have infinite fucking ultimate until I die. Been a lot lately, but I have a mentality of if you don't like something, don't engage. It's extremely hard, especially as a content creator, where you kind of feel obligated to speak on it. I agree, but it heavily depends. Like if it's like YouTuber drama, like I don't really care what the fuck happens to Hassan or whatever, right? Do I think that he abused his dog for something? I don't really care. I don't. I'm not a dog person. The dog's cute. I don't hate Hassan. I don't like him personally. I just don't think he's charismatic as people say he is. Like I literally don't have like no pun intended. I don't have a dog in the race, dude. I think that there's some things that he does do that are really shitty. Like I think he treats his dog like a fucking pet, like a prop on stream. But like, it's like shit like that, and it's just like I don't really care outside of like, okay, cool. It's like it's the latest YouTube drama, but like it's like every other kind of news. It's like, oh, all right, cool. Like that's it. It's like, oh, okay, that's neat. That's, you know, maybe I should know that, but I don't also have a real opinion on it. Yeah, nice try. I'm not gonna hit by that bitch. Oh, goodbye, health bar. I'm kind of throwing a little bit. It's $2.99 to automatically win the game. I need to turn my fan down. It's making my fucking avatar go crazy, which is so fucking annoying. Why is there a horse in the thumbnail? It's not a horse. I guess this is not really good. Although in this, actually in here, it's probably really good. More health. Striding Giant, which can be activated to become unstoppable for 2 seconds for 30 cooldown, which is... It's Digimons. It's Vmon and Agumon. If you don't know what Digimon those are, you're clearly not watching my channel enough, bro. They're far from my favorite, but like, I've played 2 Digimon games to completion by now. If you don't know what they are, tells me more about you. They just give up? I'm not calling you a fake fan. I'm just calling you an uneducated fan. There's a difference. There we go. GG. Two chests. We take free mounts. Really? I got the same skin line twice? Crazy. I still love you though, Red. You're still good. Alright, Carter, are you ready, bud? You say you're ready, but are you live? You told me you're gonna stream. But are you? I'll play one more game just to... Oh, I gotta let partner know. Do I plan on playing Rivals again? Probably not, man. It was fun, but ultimately it's not my game, man. I will keep in touch with it. Like, they just released Daredevil to the public. Angela looked really fun. It's just that genre of game, it's not for me, man. I love the art, the story I have qualms with, but the character designs, the skins, everything, I think it's great. I think it's awesome. They're putting a lot of love into the game, and that's sick to see, dude. Oh my god, we got Gaslow. Oh, but we got Jaina. 2 Jaina. To Jaina. There we go. Yeah. Just the hero shooter genre, it's just, it never really was for me. I really enjoyed what I did play. But when there was like the performance issues and then the crashes and taking like 20 minutes to get the shader cache going, first of all, my computer can't handle it anymore. Not really. I don't want the space for it on my computer, and it's just, it's not worth the enjoyment I get. I respect it full-heartedly. It's just not my bag. Get deleted. Oh, let me out. Fuck you.
Thank the light.
Aw, shit. No. Why the fuck would you play the game to disconnect? Boo, dude. I don't know why people are so fucking adverse to doing 2 of the same heroes, especially when they're good. Why? Jaina is strong. 2 Jainas is disgusting because their passives proc against each other. Why are we so adverse to it? I don't fucking know, dude. Okay. Ow. 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 It's ridiculous, dude. I guess he just has bad internet, but like, still, what the fuck? Whoa. Let's deviate a bit. Let's experiment. Oh, well. Goodbye, brother. Oh yeah. Can this... Did the Uther? Oh my god, the Uther's on AI too? What the fuck, dude? Should be a good team if everyone... Everyone has fucking dial-up on our team, dude. Why? The fuck is our Uther doing? What the fuck are they doing? This is fucking infuriating, dude. This should be a fucking sweep. Unbelievable. That's crazy. Going a Q build isn't necessarily shed, it's just there are better. This is kind of cancer, not gonna lie. Fuck. Agreed. Alright, we're just gonna go on to the main event for now. Let's just let this game end first. Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ. Man, what the fuck, dude? Damn you and ready. When?
I did want to warn you guys, if that bothers you, probably not the stream. DM me when
And then
There we are. Hi.
Hold on. I don't know why my volume is all off today. Hold on. I'll do some things. This is not the right button. That mutes it for everything. Shoot. Let's try that. All right, try talking.
Yo, 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 yo.
You are really quiet, but I think it's probably on my end. All right, try.
Talking, 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 talking.
I think you might just be quiet on your end.
I could be. I don't know. I'm not like
Oh, it's just
overtly full of energy. I'm talking at normal bass.
that works. I had my volume turned lower, so that's fine.
All right, cool.
So we're gonna turn the music to. So should I record from my end too, or will the stream be fine?
That's up to you.
I'll just record. That way you have some footage, just in
Sure.
case. Never know.
Sure.
I'm doing citizenship in school, so I don't mind. What? What do you mean citizenship? All right, so
Maybe they're an exchange
it's time
student.
for our. I don't think so. I've known Tom for a while, and I really don't think that's the case, but I could be wrong.
All right. Well, hello. Well, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I had a jittery morning. I'm still got that. Also, had a bowl of cereal. They've changed the recipe on one of my favorite cereals, Fruity Pebbles, and it was so bad that I couldn't finish it.
Dude,
It was horrible.
Fruity Pebbles is the epitome of America.
Yeah. It was. I'm not kidding. It was awful. It was the worst thing. And I usually get them in off-brand because for some reason, I don't know why. For some reason, off-brand cereal is so much better than name brand, and it's not even close. Like if you get like great value like Walmart brand cereal versus the like Kellogg's,
Yeah.
it's not even close. I don't think they have those in the UK. What, cereal?
Fruity Pebbles.
What?
I think it's America only. We don't have it here, for
Oh.
example. But I've seen the look of it, and it looks very unappealing. It looks like Fruit Loops, but shittier and crappier in every way.
I like them. I do see. Honestly, like I'm kind of inclined to agree, but I prefer them over Fruit Loops.
I think you're just blinded by nostalgia a bit, though.
I didn't eat them much growing up because I didn't like them growing up. I just like them now.
I like shit now, so it's it's great.
Yeah, they're great now. As a kid, though, the reason I wouldn't eat them is because my siblings would eat them. And if you've ever seen a little kid eat cereal of any kind, you're not going to eat cereal for a while.
Mm.
You're not. They chew it and they spit it on the table and then they try to eat it again. And
It's just recycling, man. Obviously,
yeah.
it's like a flavor saver.
They were like stuck to the table, and we had to like basically get like a briar brush and scrub the table to get them off. Like it was not. No, I didn't eat cereal for a long time after that. I still don't like graham crackers for that reason.
All right. Well, what's your
Not a
least?
fan of graham
Okay. Well, then what's your least favorite? Like, what's a cereal you're like, no, never.
Raisin Bran. Raisin Bran.
Really? Damn,
Yes.
man.
It's the shittiest fruit thing. Raisins.
Raisins are
in
great.
bran. Cardboard.
How are raisins bad? They're grapes, but with more sugar.
I don't know. I've never cared for grapes. They're not terrible, but I've never cared for grapes. But like
Jesus,
in cereal, I don't want to have a chewy thing in my cereal. You might as well put a piece of wadded up
What?
gum in my cereal.
Yes. What do you mean? All cereal is chewy because you chew it.
Not chewy. My cereal's crunchy. You crunch it.
I
you
don't
eating that are
think
chewy?
I don't think there's a big delineation. I don't know. I like Raisin Bran a lot. It's like top 3 for me.
Ugh.
I like it.
Like you might as well just put cardboard in a.
A lot of cereal is
cardboard
just
in it.
cardboard. That's what Lucky Charms is. If it didn't have the marshmallow, you'd just be eating bland ass cardboard.
I'm not a fan of Lucky Charms, but I hate. This music is way too loud. Let me adjust this again. Good lord, it's too loud for my hearing, but it's not too loud for everyone else. So I have to adjust it higher on their end and lower
Been
on
there.
mine.
That's everywhere on my fucking Let's Plays, dude.
But what was I saying? Oh, I don't like Lucky Charms, but there's this thing. It's called Marshmallow Mateys, which is literally just off-brand Lucky Charms.
Never heard of
It's
them.
like great value, and it is 100 times better in every way. It's still not great, but it is a lot better. Like a lot better. Lucky Charms is disgusting. Like it is not a good cereal.
They're not great.
Honestly, I think the reason you're not into cereal is you're not eating the
No.
good kinds.
Are you talking to me? I like cereal. I just like my kind of cereal. It's like
Yeah.
Honey Nut Cheerios is like the greatest cereal ever made. It's awesome. And like technically it's not like good for you, but like it's not like the worst thing you can consume. Honey is very good for you. Raisin Bran would be number 2, and then 3 would be like, dude, I don't know. Frosted Flakes for like a kid cereal?
Okay, I do like Frosted Flakes, but those other two.
Like cinnamon toast crunch I like too, but like that shit's dessert. You sprinkle that on like ice cream. You don't have that in the morning. It's too much sugar. Because Frosted Flakes is just cornflakes, but cool. Like
The thing is, like, I don't know why I'm weird about breakfast. Like, one thing with breakfast is I cannot eat breakfast when I first wake up. Like, I have to go a few hours before eating, or at least 30 minutes.
I eat right out of bed. I've always been that way.
I can't. I've had so many people say that and say that they do that. I cannot do it. I have to wait.
Yeah,
And what winds
jumpstart
up
the day.
happening, I've literally done this before, where I won't eat breakfast in the beginning of the day, but then I'll get distracted doing something else, and I won't eat breakfast until like
Yeah, maybe you should just
a few hours.
do it first thing. That way you don't have to worry about forgetting it. Like, because that's a normal thing. Oh, I forgot to eat this morning.
Yeah. I do that often. I forget about it. Like, I'll go all day and like
I don't like.
be like,
I skip.
why do I feel weird? Oh
like-
no, I'm have a drink all day.
I skip lunch sometimes, but not not breakfast. I'm usually first thing I am is peckish. Usually.
No, I'm never hungry first.
All right,
And, like,
so-
usually like
Breakfast stuff aside, YouTube, right?
all right.
We are both content creators. We both have similar. I think it's similar, but like more distinct enough content. But full disclosure, we are very close friends. We've become very close friends in the last year alone. But what made you want to start like YouTube as a whole?
So when I was 9 years old, probably 8 or 9, I saw this thing. It was on Amazon Prime. It wasn't on YouTube, but it was a YouTube channel, and it was called The Brick Show. And it was this channel where they would essentially build Lego sets and then just play with them. It was like a toys review channel, and they would like get like a Lego set and they would talk about like all the features, and they would talk about like whether it had stickers or whether it was printed, and they would like show the Legos and like show like a fast build of it, and then they would do like a 360 pan of the whole thing to kind of give you like an idea of the build, right? And as a kid, when I saw that, I was just like amazed. Like, this is the coolest thing ever. you know, I want this. It was basically watching a better commercial. Like, it was like, oh, I want that Lego set, and oh, I want that Lego set, and oh, I want that one. So like, I would literally just have like a pen and pad and like just write down the names of every Lego set that was listed that I had wanted, and they were obviously like way too expensive at the time. They didn't do little Lego sets. They were like probably $200 plus every set they showed, but they had like a side channel sort of, and in that channel they did video games. And in that side channel, they would like play video games with commentary over top of it, and they would like be like, "This is this cool game," and then they would show you how to beat it. And as a kid, watching that for the first time, because I didn't have access to the internet as a whole, I didn't watch YouTube growing up. So watching that, I was like, "Wait, that's a thing you can do? Like anyone can do this. This isn't like some rich guy thing that only like big people can do. Like this is something that any human being can do if they know how to do it." And I mean, it combined my two favorite things in the world: talking and playing video games. And I loved that concept. And I was like, when I grow up and I get older, I'm doing this. I'm going to buy all the stuff. I'm going to get me a computer, and I'm going to do all this. And then from 10 years old to about 13, a lot of really bad things in my life happened. A lot of really rough times came my way. For instance, my grandfather, his name is Happy. I called him Happy because when I was little I couldn't pronounce Pappy, and so I would say, "Hi, Happy," and it just stuck. But when I was like 13, he got really sick out of nowhere. Like he was fine, jolly, and then just in a hospital. He was suffering from liver failure, and
Sorry to hear that.
He died very, very painfully, very slowly, to the point where like he basically forgot everyone around him. And I wasn't able to visit him because no one wanted me to see him in that condition, because like he was not well. Like, he was not even really accepting visitors, because like, I mean, he was literally strapped to a table pretty much, because there was nothing they could do other than just pump him full of tubes. And so I never got to visit him. I never got to say goodbye to him. And so, like, I had the mentality of like, you know, and I'll get into this like later, like unless you don't like ask about it, but like I prayed that he would be okay, and I prayed and prayed and prayed that he would be okay, and he died. Very, very suddenly, just died. And that was a really hard time for me. And we also had a bunch of pets die. Like we had like 7 dogs at one point, and almost 5 of them were killed.
Jesus.
Like just randomly each time. We had one die from, I think it was parvo is what it's called. It's like a really dangerous dog disease. 2 were hit by cars. 1 just randomly died. We're assuming he got sick. And then another one died. I can't remember how the other one died. But we went from like 7 dogs to almost 2.
God damn.
In the span of just a few months. I was not in a good place that year or so.
I bet,
And so when I would watch these videos on YouTube, that was my safe place. It was my place to not have to deal with the world, to be able to kind of literally disassociate and enjoy what's in front of me. And it brightened my life up so much that I was like, I want to do this for someone else. I want to give someone this gift. This gift of just not having the world around you to deal with, and to just be able to have fun with whatever it is. And so at 14, I begged for Christmas or for my birthday, like, I want a capture card, I want this, I want that. And somehow my parents were able to scrounge it all together, and they got me a laptop for my 13th, and then for my 14th, I got a capture card. And I started YouTube, and that didn't work out at all. Like, that didn't work out at all. But that was kind of the reason that I wanted to do YouTube originally. Was like, I loved the idea of YouTube. I loved the idea of it being like a fun thing I could do. But it really set in of like that that I want to change the world in any way that I can, and even if I only make one person smile, that is enough. That is enough of an impact of what I'm doing. I'm changing things. I'm leaving the world better than the way it was left.
Yeah.
Essentially. And I've dealt with a lot through my life. I'm not gonna say I've had a bad life. That's not fair, especially to people who've actually had really bad lives. But I've not had a perfect life. I've had very bad things happen to me. I've had very good things happen to me. I've been very lucky in my career. But it makes me happy knowing that like there are people who feel my impact, even if it's just a small community, right? There are people who feel my impact. There are people that know that they have a place to go if they're having a bad day, if they're struggling. And knowing that makes that feel better in a way. To know that like I'm making a difference, even if it's small. But I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, it does in a long-winded way, but that's it's good to have hindsight and everything, at the end.
Yeah.
But let's say where we take your mentality now, and we jump ahead 5 years. With a little bit of luck, you might be hopefully successful. Might get a decent paycheck at the end of every month. What are your long-term goals for YouTube?
This is a kind of question I've asked myself for a long time, and I want to have a channel, and like obviously like the numbers are always important, right? A channel without numbers is literally just a journal, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
But like I don't really care all too much about like the overall number, but it is a dream of mine to be in a position where people can be like, oh, that's Carter X. Oh, that's Carter X. He's doing this, and like see like a Twitter post of like Carter X just made this video. The people not as large as like freaking PewDiePie or Mr. Beast or anything, but like just people know who I am. If my name was mentioned in a conversation, people would be like, oh yeah, I kind of know who that is. But also like there is danger in that, because like I've seen how creators like Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie and all them act. They're very like, and it's not their fault, and a lot of them do it really well, but they're very washed down because they have such a big audience that they can't afford to really do much because their career is so dependent on them. So they just kind of have to fake it till they make it. Like if they're not enjoying a game, they can't really say it. They can more just be like, oh, I'm not liking this game, and then continue the series. But like that's not really being all that honest. So I would never want to be in a position where like I feel like I need to lie to keep my audience. Or also like I never want to be in a position where like I'm way too big to keep that kind of personal, and to be fair, that will go with any number, but like a somewhat personal level with what I'm doing, where like people know that in and all I'm still just a guy trying to make everyone happy. And I never want to lose that. But to answer your question, just like an end goal would be a name that's well known, and obviously a nice paycheck at the end of every month. So both.
All right. I mean, hey, you know what you want, and that's what it is. Like for example, Markiplier wanted to make I don't know if he wanted to act per se, but he wanted to do like skits and stuff, and that's what he's starting to do now. Even if it's and it's pretty crazy to see like all these transformations over the years.
In terms of like outside YouTube, I've always wanted to be a film and movie writer, and like TV writer and director. That's something I've always dreamed about doing. I've been writing
I've been writing scripts since I was like a little kid. I mean, I've wrote books on my own. None of them are good. Don't get me wrong, but like I've always loved writing, and I feel like it's something I could do. If I had the opportunity, I know I could do it.
Hmm.
And so I would love to do that, like outside of YouTube. But YouTube's also a really good place to do that. Like I could always do like an indie series on YouTube and like write.
Yeah, yeah. So, in terms of like your right now content, it's mostly gaming with the occasional conspiracy apparently that you stumbled into. Is gaming something that you're going to consider long term, or are you planning on branching out into like other genres?
So gaming will always. I mean, my name is literally Carter X Gaming. Gaming will always be the core of my channel. But I never intended for gaming to be the only thing I do. I am a very I'm a very versatile mind, I would say. I know that I have really cool things that I am capable of, and I've tried a little bit of everything. I've done edits on my channel. Uh I've done like scripted videos. I love doing scripted videos, so I'll probably do way more of them. And hopefully there'll be at a point where I can do like really professionally made scripted videos. I would love to do yeah, heartburn. I would love to do stuff like that. And, you know, gaming will always be kind of core of my channel. But I plan on doing other things. I've done other things. And I want to do like for instance, we're gonna break canon here for a second. Like the elf stuff. I want to do more of that kind of stuff. I think that's really fun to do. I'm not good at it in any way, but like stuff like that. I have my characters. I would love to do like little stuff with the characters. Just basically whatever I find funny or fun at the time would probably be what I do. And obviously scripted videos. I plan on doing a lot of scripted videos over the years. They just take a really long time, especially when I'm in college and I'm spending so much time writing papers. I don't really want to sit down and write a script.
Fair enough. Yeah, I know firsthand how annoying scripts can be and how they can kind of tear apart an entire project. But okay, so you play a lot of games now. Granted, you play. You're currently playing not to date not to date this conversation, but you're currently playing Prey, which is at my recommendation. Good choice. But you definitely play some games on your channel that I wouldn't. What are some of the better games that you'd recommend that I haven't played, and then some that you would agree with me to stay away from?
Can you repeat the question? Sorry, I was banning someone.
Sorry. You play a lot of games on your channel that I wouldn't personally. Games that don't really vibe with me. What are some of your, in your opinion, hidden gems? And then what are some of your I'm never touching this game again kind of games?
Oh, I have a lot of the latter. I have a lot of games that like I wouldn't touch with a 40-foot pole if it wasn't for YouTube. I did Bluey the video game. That game is absolute ass. It is one of the worst games ever made. I did 2 videos on it. I did almost 2 hours of content for this video, for this stupid game. Horrible game. I did Hello Neighbor 2, and in years of did I play Peppa Pig? I did play Peppa Pig, and honestly, like, as annoying as that game is, it wasn't as bad as Bluey. No way. Peppa Pig had some competency to it. But Hello Neighbor 2, the problem with Hello Neighbor 2 is that when I got it, it was on Game Pass, so I didn't pay any money for it.
That whole series.
And so when I got it, when I got it and I played it, I was really excited because it was going to be the game that like I actually finish and get done and really like have a full series on. And it was like day 1 release. So it was like the earliest I had ever played a game. Like it was day 1 release I'd recorded it. And I was like, maybe if maybe if I record it day one, you know, it'll get noticed. Even though I'm kind of an idiot because all my videos were private for a long time. So hindsight is 2020. But played that game. First 2 videos, I did like it. After that, it's shit. It's awful. It is so bad. And like, I always kind of beat myself up about not being more honest about it because I kind of gave it a little more credit than I really should have. But looking back at like me playing it, it's very clear I'm not enjoying myself. I'm like even me trying to fake it. I'm not a good liar. Like you can tell I am not happy with that game. But funnily enough, the game that I thought I would hate the most, which was FNAF Security Breach, was not as bad. It wasn't good, don't get me wrong. It's a shit game. But it wasn't as bad as a lot of the other games that I had played. And the game that I think was kind of like a hidden, like a really good game that I was not expecting was Ruin. And to be fair, that's more of a DLC.
Yeah.
But I really liked Ruin. And I really liked, like, it's probably one of my favorite pieces of FNAF I've ever done. It was really good. The Wolf Among Us. I've not finished The Wolf Among Us because I'm a freaking idiot and messed everything up, and I'm gonna have to figure out a new way of recording it. But that's a really good one. I really like Wolf Among Us. I really like The Walking Dead. Those 2 are really fun games. There was another game that I played that I really liked. Oh, Teardown. I really like Teardown. I played a little bit of Teardown. I've played a lot of Teardown in my free time, but I did 2 videos on it. It's a really good game.
All right.
If you've got anger issues, I would definitely recommend it. I just like destruction. I don't have anger issues. I mean, I probably do have a little bit of anger issues, but I like it because I like Big Boom. So
Don't we all?
that was that was a really fun game to play. And the other games I've played, like a lot of the videos I've done on my channel have kind of either been like, looking back, like either ironic playthroughs, like I'm not playing to enjoy the game, I'm playing to show this game is garbage. And like that's like Peppa Pig, Peppa Pig, Bluey. I played a bunch of the like Paw Patrol games. I played a bunch of like these like little kid games, all of which are by the same studio, Outright Games, which recently announced
Which are outright
a
terrible.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer game.
Jeez. Okay.
This company,
Our brand new
is
announcement.
terrible. Yeah, they're horrible. They're a horrible company. I hate.
We
them.
know you've been waiting for
also-
this.
Yeah.
80 years in the
Who
making.
wanted this? Yeah, like 70 years later.
Yeah.
Who gives a damn about Rudolph? Like, I'm sorry, but that's like the shittiest Christmas movie of all time. I hate Rudolph. I do not like Rudolph whatsoever. Like, the song is the best part of Rudolph.
Okay.
And you're like, oh, we need a game about it. No, we
Yeah.
don't. Who asked for this?
Awesome. I can't wait for my in-depth story of Rudolph, of him getting bullied for an hour, and then then
Santa
everyone-
just being
and
an
every-
absolute prick.
everyone becoming dependable on me. Yay.
It's the perfect holiday story about systematic abuse.
Yeah. Hooray. Woo. All right. Okay, that's fair. I mean, yes. Even as a kid, a lot of the kid games, like straight, like they took the title of the movie and then made a game out of it. I have a lot of patience for games, but I need to like the fundamental of the game first. So I will commend you on that. Because a lot of those are really shit. I think the only like this is a product for TV, but we made a game of it that's not related to the IP at all, is Viva Pinata. If you have ever played that or know of it.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, so Viva Pinata, it was a show. It basically this is like, what if pinata animals were real? Like that's it, and they just hang out and get into hijinks. That's the premise of the show. And then they made a farming game with it, where all of the pinata animals are just animals that you need to like recruit into your farm. It's actually really insane. And it's on Game Pass too. I would recommend checking that game out. That's my little recommendation for you. It's a very adorable game.
How much you want to Best Buy outright?
I actually I don't know. And if it is, then you know they hit gold twice because there's Viva Pinata 1 and 2, and they're both very good, in my opinion. For like classic 360 era games, you can't really go wrong.
It was made by Microsoft. It was made by Microsoft themselves.
So you know they fucked up Banjo-Kazooie, but then they made Viva Pinata. So whatever, they're even.
Oh, I hate Banjo. I hate Banjo-Kazooie. I did not like that game. I played it for like 3 hours.
You have
like
no joy in your heart then. You probably are a nuts and bolts enjoyer. You're sacrilege.
Yeah, it's not fun. It is so okay. To be fair, to my credit, it drove me crazy, and I quit because there was one thing I kept trying to do, and I kept trying to do it. I can't remember what it was. I was trying to get like one of those stupid sparkly things, and I tried every freaking way to get it. Couldn't get it.
Yeah, maybe
and
you have to come back later.
You jump or do anything, you hear a squawk, quack, 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 quack.
Okay.
So that got annoying.
You okay? Jesus Christ. So you don't like good games, but you play Peppa Pig. Gotcha. Real credible.
Yes. Yeah, that's essentially.
Right.
What? Can you
Okay.
repeat that? Repeat what? I said a lot.
Okay. So you mentioned in DMs that you don't mind getting a little political and a little religious. Is there anything specifically within that topic you wanted to talk about?
So, the noise. I'm not repeating the noise. No. Religious wise, like I've been very clear in my streams and my channel that I am a Christian. I believe in Christian values, but also I am not very traditional with it. I don't believe in a lot of the things that other Christians believe. And you know, I like talking about my religion and kind of giving people like an idea of like what I believe and you know how I think about things, because like you know people hear religious and they think like, oh well, you must be a Bible thumping, go to church every Sunday, never swear ever, and then like
Hate
they
the
meet
gays
me and they're like,
kind of guy.
yeah,
Which
and
is
they meet me and they're just like,
yeah.
you're not at all what I thought you were gonna be, and it's like, yeah, this is what it's supposed to be. Like this is how I see the world. This is not, I don't, and like one thing that like I think Christians get wrong a lot of the time, and this is not an attack on all Christianity, just some Christians. Some Christians get into the idea of like it is their personal responsibility to convert people. I don't believe that whatsoever. Every single religious journey has to be personal. I had a very personal journey. You know, I kind of hinted at it earlier, like my grandfather dying. That was rough, and that kind of spurred my own kind of religious spiritual journey. And I don't expect that to be different for anyone. I'm not going to have a conversation with you and say, here's the Bible, read it, and you're going to just suddenly change everything about it. That's not going to happen. You're not just going to be like, oh, I'm not gay anymore. We prayed it away.
Yeah.
Like, that's not going to happen. That would never happen. And so it's not my job to do anything about that. I can disagree with you. I can disagree with you on a fundamental level. You can say that God doesn't exist, there's no such thing. I don't care, because I know what I know, and I believe what I believe, and you believe what you believe. And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters. I don't need to give you any more than that. But I can tell you what I believe. I can tell you how I see the world. And if you disagree, you disagree, and we move on. Just like any conversation. And that's how I see it. And that's kind of like where I kind of want this discussion to go.
Sure. Okay. Sure. Is there something that we disagree on that you want to hash out?
It's just like, there's something personal. That's what started this whole thing, was like a personal disagreement that we had.
Well, about what? We have lots, but I also sometimes I do just stir the pot because I admit I'm not open about this fact, but sometimes I do play unannounced devil's advocate. Okay, because I'm curious about opinions, and if I let it be weird, then sometimes people kind of skew their opinions. So sometimes I usually play the bit, but go ahead. You know, there's there's no bad blood here. If we had a discussion that you disagreed with,
I don't know if you think that I think that. I want to clear the air. No, I don't think that. But I like, okay, for instance, like I believe that, I believe in Jesus. I believe that Jesus died on the cross for our sins, and we were created, we were created by God, and we have a purpose, right? We were created because, and the way I see it, and I've been like learning about biology, right? I've been learning about like science, and when I learn about science and I learn about biology and I learn how complicated everything gets. I mean, like, I've been learning about how like chromosomes separate when like in conception, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they have like this weird spindle machine basically, and they grab the chromosomes and they pull them apart, and that's what, and it's like all these crazy complicated systems for something that is so small that it would never make a difference if it just spawned. Like, it would never make a difference if it wasn't that complicated, but it is. And that it's so complicated, but it's so... It's understandable. Like, it fits into what we would... Like, we can read about something in biology and be like, yeah, that makes sense. That's how that works. Oh, there's like an actual spindle, and that's how they get pulled apart. They don't just separate magically. There's something literally pulling them apart. This is how this works. This is how this works.
Yeah.
Oh, in genes, like they connect through these strands. Like,
all right,
there's
man.
There's something.
But okay.
That.
Where is this going though? I'm not inferring the correlation.
I don't believe that that's by accident. I believe that's master design. I don't believe that we just popped into existence this way. I don't believe that there was just a big bang and it just happened.
So you believe in evolution?
I do believe in evolution.
Okay.
To an extent. I don't believe as far as like we started as like little single-celled organisms and turned into humans from that. I don't really believe that. I do believe that we evolved though. There is evidence.
We did but it wasn't. It's not like Pokemon, or we reach level 5 and then we just transform. We see it today. Evolution doesn't happen to a person in real time. It happens through like gene splicing, specifically like breeding, for example, right? That's why it's very common for any offspring to outperform the parent, right? Because that offspring is an evolved form, technically. It's just a little bit more advanced. It's not always the case, but yeah. That happens because single-celled organisms can go through mitosis, which means they don't need a mate. They can kind of just split on their own. And then when there's enough, they can kind of just adapt to a new food source and shit like that, right? So
yeah,
it's not just 1, 2, 3, bam, human. It's single-celled organism into a complex single-celled organism into maybe a two-cell organism, into 3, and then 4. And then eventually down the line, we're maybe a mollusk or a fish, after like millions and millions of years of just eating mineral soup in this prehistoric oceans long enough. But eventually, yes, it does come to, primates, land animals in general, right? Because you know the phrase, like, the human body is an imperfect prototype, right? Because despite how complex the human body is, we are riddled with imperfections as like an anatomical sense, right? Right? Because if humans were meant to be like the perfect design, we wouldn't be bipedal. We would be quadrupeds, for example, because of gravity and whatever, right? That's why a lot of animals in nature usually have a tail or something to support themselves if they're bipedal. Just because being bipedal isn't exactly like doesn't give you any kind of evolutionary advantage, right? Kangaroos have a tail. Monkeys usually walk on all fours, despite having the capability of otherwise, right?
Yeah.
So if we go by your logic, or sorry, not your logic, sorry, but like if we go by the logic of like God created us, then I don't think he went through many drafts. That's all I'm gonna say. I think he's the kind of guy who did one design and was like, yeah, that's it, and then he turned in his paper, you know?
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is though, is like, you know, and this kind of goes into like what I believe, right? If like we were created in God's image, every one of us was created.
But even that doesn't make a lot of sense though, because if, like, scientifically we can prove that the human anatomy is an imperfect design. Okay? Does that then correlate that God is imperfect because of his shape alone?
We don't know.
We don't know. Like, made in his image does mean a lot, but if you take the direct translation for that, because he too is also another bipedal humanoid, you know? Either he be ripped Santa or something else, you know?
Yeah, and it's like, you know, I believe that, you know, humans are imperfect, but that's kind of what makes them perfect in a way. Like we have so much, like, okay, like for instance, I was learning about this, like, because I was sick one time and I couldn't figure out like why, like one nostril was clogged, but I couldn't figure out why I couldn't breathe out of the other one. Because you think that we just automatically breathe out of the other one if our nose is clogged. That is not how our bodies work. Our bodies,
yeah, one is always sealed away.
Yeah, one is always sealed away, and the reason it does that is so you don't suffocate.
Yeah.
If it did, you would get something in your nose, you'd suffocate.
Also, you would also inhale too much air, which would be bad for your lungs. Your lungs would overinflate.
Exactly. So your body knows without even knowing. There's so many things to us. You can't tell me that just came to be from, you know, millions of years of evolution. That was crafted.
Okay. Counterpoint.
To be like,
so,
we need this much oxygen.
How does it make sense that we don't even know what's happening to our bodies when, like, a dog kind of has like its primal instincts that just let it know what to do, you know, or like a wild animal in general, right? Like a wild mammal knows that it needs to suckle on its mom's, you know, for milk, for example, right? There's no real language. It's probably too young to even understand whatever like intrinsic like noise the parent makes, but it just knows how to do that because of its just primal instincts. I don't think people have primal instincts. We don't know why we do. Like we don't really know why we can just know how to breathe, for example. We just do that, right?
That does in a way kind of disprove you though, because like, okay, for instance, we know that we're hungry. We know that, you know.
Okay, but that's a little bit different though, because we have a sensation that is our stomach is like straining, but once I put substance in my mouth, that goes away. So I know what that feeling is. I know what that feeling means though. When, like, you have a headache, that could be fucking anything. That could be an annoying sound. That could be you getting sick, right? But we won't know that inherently. We kind of have to put in context clues to maybe get an idea of it.
Well, maybe that's the consequence of being so intelligent. Maybe that's the consequence of, like, kind of like, funnily enough, like a debuff, right? Like, we get to be intelligent, but we don't get to have every answer. We have to figure it out on our own. Maybe it's like the ultimate test of like, you got a headache? You need to think about that for a minute. Why do you have a headache? If a dog has a headache,
They know exactly
So-
because they can't think about it.
Okay,
They're
so-
incapable of thinking about it.
Would you agree that what you described there is like that's what science is?
Oh yeah. Totally.
So then, in that case, this isn't referring to you. Why is science so literally demonized then within your community?
I think that's stupid. I think science is what proves religion for me. Knowing that there's so much complicated factors to it. Knowing that people can figure out so much and people can be so smart. I mean, how the hell did we figure this shit out, really? Because people studied it. Because people would look at the same thing over and over again and learn over and over again, and then they would teach other people. And then those other people would be like, bro, you're wrong. And they do it again and again and again. That is not a sign of them being wrong. I think both can be right. I think you can have it both ways. I think that, and this actually was like one of the best arguments I ever heard, right? So in the Bible, it says that the earth was created in 7 days. Now, I don't believe that. Because how can a day exist if light didn't exist until like a certain amount of time, right? How does that make sense?
Okay, well, to be fair, it says that God created the earth, right? He didn't necessarily create the sun,
Yes.
right? Sun is
Well,
light.
no, he created everything.
Oh, did it say the universe?
It says he created everything. He said, yeah. The first day he's like, let there be light. Second day, let there be a difference between light and dark. And he created the earth, and he created this, and he created that. Here's the thing, right? The last day is when he created man. And he created man, and then he realized that man needed a partner, so he created the opposite of a man, which is female, right?
Which, okay,
he-
science disagrees with, but that's another story.
Here's the thing. He created an adult man. He didn't create a baby. He created an adult man. Which means that God is outside of time. God doesn't have to play by the rules. He could create a 79-year-old man, or he can create an infant. He chose an adult man.
Well, he technically did create an infant later.
Yes.
Did
but-
down the timeline a little bit.
So he's able to manipulate time. So maybe
Sure.
those 7 days were actually millions and millions and millions of years.
That's stretching it, but sure.
It's possible.
But well,
Maybe
because
those
no,
7
because
days.
I don't agree with this because time is a man-made invention. Time isn't like a thing time isn't gravity. Where if gravity didn't exist, that gravity still exists. Gravity would still exist if humans didn't like discover it. Time is completely man-made. The universe does not give a fuck about time. It doesn't.
Then why does the leaves grow brown in the fall? Why?
Because
do
hold on.
creatures die of old age because they age.
No, okay, so leaves turn brown in the fall because that's when the natural weather gets colder, which kills the leaves. That's what autumn is. It's when the weather is no longer warm enough to permanently sustain. Okay? Go to Florida.
Yeah.
That's why all the trees are green year round. You know? Things age and die because the cell's regenerative ability just diminishes. Because every time a cell gets reproduced, up until the 80th billionth time or whatever, for the most part, whenever a cell regenerates and duplicates itself, it comes back a little bit weaker. It just takes a long time for that to actually take effect. You know, that's what wrinkles are. It's just not enough mass to fill in the skin of your face, or your skin getting a lot more elastic because there's just less fat and more skin to go around, right? That would still happen if time wasn't a thing, though.
But
Time
is time. Time.
No. That's what we attribute to time. But if time wasn't exist, like if time wasn't invented, it still would happen. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Whether or not
That
we
is time.
discovered it has no impact on it being it. If you go to an alien planet, they're not going to have a 24-hour clock system. I can guarantee you that.
But they still have time because they can look at an old person and see that they are a lot older than they were now.
Their version,
Something is happening.
but their version of time could be completely incomprehensible to
be.
what we have. You know,
It could be.
math
It still doesn't mean time exists.
Yeah. It's just like with math. Math is a little bit more broad because you kind of can't just make up your own math, right? There are different ways of doing math. For example, people on the eastern front of the world, they have a different way of doing math, but as long as it equals the same number, what does it really matter, right? Math is pretty universal. Science is pretty universal. But most things are man-made, especially when it comes to the abstract. So time and space, this isn't a law of the universe. This is just our law of the universe. You know, things would still revolve around it if we didn't invent it. Time is just one of those things. I don't think because okay, if we want to be real literal, the book was written by Jonah or whatever the fuck. Okay, the book was written by a human at the end of the day. Whether he had prophetic visions or he was really there with the disciples, I am not an in-depth Bible lover, knower, reader. Okay, but the Bible, for the most part, especially the New Testament, which is kind of what a lot of people get their lore off of, was you know, it wasn't. It's Holy Scripture. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like.
Are you ready to seek vengeance?
It's not like the Torah, like the Dead Sea Scrolls. It has always kind of been known that this is just like written by a guy, right? A secondhand story of like advanced Mother Goose fairy tales. And that's really, I don't mean to diminish it that much, but lack of a better phrase. Right? Where it's mainly just a bunch of morality stories to whip your children into not being shitty people. Kind of backfired a little bit in some areas, but you get what I mean.
So, and that goes into like my other belief. It's like, I think that we do not understand God and Jesus and heaven and hell and all this stuff as well as we think we do.
Yeah, and I think that's God's fuck
all
up.
of its thing, I think in the Bible and all of its you know whatever is really just a guide on a society. It's
Sure.
a guide on how to make.
But okay,
you know,
but let's say God
good-
is
a good
real.
world.
Let's say God is real, and he sees a bunch of people abusing and twisting his words. He's kind of a prick for just letting it happen, right? Like, really?
If
They're twisting my
If God-
words? Like, okay.
if God was real, right? And you know, I personally believe God's real. Like, let's, you know,
Sure.
I'll say for argument, if God was real and that's how it worked, then me and you would not be having this conversation
How so?
because we wouldn't be interacting.
Because it would be
We would
blasphemy?
worshiping him. We would be worshiping him.
People still have to
because
do day-to-day.
That's how people see. That's how people see it. Is that free will is not free will, and I don't believe that. So what you're saying is like, oh well. why
No.
doesn't he just
I'm
cut
not.
down those two-
No. I'm not saying he should brainwash people. I'm just saying he should just be like,
Feel my
you know, the time for tests is over. I think we've passed that part. You can make yourself known to the world and be like, this isn't what I mean. Goodbye. Like, I'm sorry. He can't. If he's all, if he can do that, he chooses not to. Judging by your logic
Like-
and anyone who believes your logic, he's kind of a prick for that. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, you're free to feel that. I don't. But I do agree that like people's idea, like okay, for instance, the whole worshiping thing, right? I do not think that a God who would send his son or himself or whatever like version of it you believe to Earth and die one of the most torturous deaths that you could possibly
Right.
die from.
I also have notes on that too.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Only to be like, by the way, this is only if you believe it happened. I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Well,
That doesn't
okay,
make
okay.
sense.
So if you want to break it down, I do think that there was a person named Jesus. I don't know if Jesus ever had a surname, but And a most likely Arabic man named Jesus most likely did exist, and he most likely was crucified for preaching the Christian faith. I think that is true. Whether or not he did miracles and shit, I don't know. Maybe he just built a really nice chair for someone, and they was like, I will make up stories about you because this is a really nice chair. I don't know, right? I feel like despite being known as a carpenter, there's not a lot of stories about him making, like, desks and tables and stuff, and I feel like that's weird.
Huh. It is weird. I never thought about that.
I think that Jesus lived at one point. Now, did he get? I think his story ends when he got crucified. I think that's it. I think he was a self-proclaimed Messiah, which then birthed into everyone calling him said Messiah, and then he got crucified. And I think that's kind of where it ends. Him coming to life in a cave after however many days. That is definitionally hearsay. Because he kind of never made an appearance again. He kind of just went into hiding. How convenient.
Let's try that again.
Right?
I came back. Now I'm gonna dip.
Yeah. It's like, fuck. Like, he's like, I cleanse you of your sins, but I'm running away from you because I'm scared. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's a little bit counterintuitive, but okay, sure.
I'm ready to continue the hunt.
Yeah, and I do get that mentality, and like,
Right?
and again, I know that it's a stretch. I know that, you know. not
Okay,
everyone
but
is
like,
gonna believe it.
also, like, again, sure, you can make the argument that Jesus is God because he is the physical embodiment of him, but he's also his son at the same time. It's a little fetishy, but sure, why not? Let's just go with it. He's kind of not a good direct father. Let's put it that way. Because he fucked over 2 of his kids. Blatantly. Right? First one, little rebellious, you know. He said no to dad and gave a girl an apple. God, that deserves damnation. Sure. And the second one, he just punished someone for doing everything he told them to do. And then when he got in shit for it, he was like, you're on your own. God is basically just like a mafia dad. If you really think about it, I love you and give you protection, but when I get in trouble, you gotta take the fall from me. Okay?
Oh,
I'll meet you in 7 years, son. Cool.
yeah.
Like there's a bunch of these inconsistencies that, sure, maybe back then when the life expectancy was like 30, sure, it didn't really matter. You know, as long as someone says they love you, that's kind of all that matters. But nowadays, if I punch you in the face and then I tell you I love you, does it really mean anything?
Yeah.
Like, at what point are you just like, I don't care about what you have to say to me? You know? I don't want to sound crass, but like, come on. It's cool how he loves you, but he didn't love some of his sons. That's all I'm saying. He says he did, but his actions really prove otherwise.
And that kind of, honestly, that goes into like what you said, like inconsistencies. I think the Bible in all of its, you know, glory, I guess, like it was written by man. We didn't understand what we were writing. We didn't understand. So we just wrote down random things.
I think there's a lot in the Bible that they understood.
This and that. And it's like, you know, I think that we're kind of wrong about it.
So you're telling me when they wrote Isaac and Jeremiah, I think are the two, like God tells Jeremiah to kill his son Isaac. You think when they were writing that they were like Abraham, thank you. You think when they were writing that they were like, okay, I don't get it, but you're the boss, you know, print into page, like it's a little fucked, but you know, who am I to judge?
Yeah.
You don't think there was any like serious questions of like, should we? I think this should just go on the writing room floor. I don't think this is as good as it sounds. Even though it was a prank, bro. Don't do it, lol, JK in the end. But like, still, like, come on.
There are.
You didn't follow my directions? I'll have a fucking whale eat you, bitch. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, you're going. To be
Like-
fair, he
like-
survived for 3 days in there.
yeah, but like, there's a lot of stories about God loving you. But if you do one fucking thing wrong, you're so fucked. like, God damn it. You telling me he drowned half the world because they liked the shiny bull more than him, who didn't even show his face?
But that is actually not the story.
That was
the story.
That was
The
hyperbolic. I
reason
know.
that but in that story, the reason he did it is because everyone pretty much was in one town.
He failed.
They would they literally were like raping and pillaging everyone.
Sure.
They were just killing and raping each other, and it
Right. And instead of being like showing up at the front door, you know, confirming my existence, I'ma just kill everyone. In a horrible, gruesome way over the course of like several months. That sounds reasonable to me.
If you had like a Sims world where everyone just started to act crazy, would you not just be like, you know what, delete?
Maybe. Sure. I don't think God bought the world for $39.99 though. On Steam.
Maybe.
Like
That'd be hilarious.
this is like it's like all these stories and granted I know I'm cherry picking, but it's all these stories that really hammer down the theory that God is literally just like a child in a play box just fucking with his toys. You know? Because it's just like
I don't personally believe it, but I understand why.
Because yes, God does a lot of cool stuff, and I'm not, dude. There's still like the Moses thing, where it's just like, if you don't put a certain animal's blood, which means you need to kill an innocent animal, on your doorstep, every man, woman, and child will just die. Okay, it's like Jesus, and I'm skipping a lot out with that stuff too, with like the Great Plagues or whatever. But it's just like, okay, I know God's metal, but like this is a little like you hear of the barbarism of like the Aztec gods that demand blood sacrifice, and it's just like, is old God really that much different? He does demand everything from people, and if they don't comply, he usually fucks with them in pretty irreparable ways. As like I told you so. Like, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I'll kill my kid. I'll take a left turn. I'll free the slaves. You know.
and honestly, kind of what you're saying, kind of hammers home like the difference between my belief and everyone else's belief.
Yes.
And I believe that that's true. I believe that God before the New Testament was kind of crappy.
Yeah.
He did not treat people
He was
right.
he was like Zeus tier of like cool.
Yeah. Like he demanded everything from these people, and if they didn't give it, he would intervene and he would fix it. And
he would act like a pissy kid that didn't get like an extra cookie.
And so he was like, you know what? I feel like this is probably not the right way of doing it. This is clearly not working.
He had a midlife crisis.
Like I've been doing this for several million years or several thousand years.
It keeps happening. Clearly something's not working out.
So, I want to figure out why. Why is this happening? Why is every single time does this keep happening? And so he sends himself to live and breathe in their footsteps. And by the end, he realizes exactly the reason. People are just inherently rotten. Some people,
which is also on him, by the way.
Yeah. Well, that's free will.
Sure, but he had every opportunity to mold us in the right direction, which is what the whole point of Jesus did. And then we kind of killed him, and then he just went, "I give up. Goodbye. You do
That's the point. Of
but like, come on, dude.
Be what Jesus would have been. don't. And the thing is that people always say like Jesus was like this perfect guy, and he was, but he was also, he used every human emotion. He would get mad. He went and flipped tables of the like collectors of the church. They were collecting money for the churches, like the tithings and stuff, and he flipped tables over that because
Fuck
it made
you!
him mad. He went in there and yelled, and he threw them out of their own churches.
Yeah.
He was a force to be reckoned with. He was not just some, oh, kumbaya, everyone. No, when it came down to it, he was not. He didn't fuck around. He would flip tables.
Yeah.
He would scream at people if they needed it.
This
But
is
also,
why.
he believed that people had an inherent ability to do the right thing. And that's why he did the miracles, is to show them that these people that say that they can help you, these Pharisees that say that if you pay them money, they'll fix your wounds, they're lying to you. Because look, I did it for free. I just helped you. You know, your dying wife, I just fixed her for free. These people, they're not doing anything. Look at them. They're lying to you.
Yeah.
That was the reason for the miracles. He was showing the hypocrisy and the corruption of what that place was. The Pharisees and the Israelites that were there, they were so corrupt that they were lying to these people. They were saying that we're the Messiah. We're the people that can help you. We're the people who can heal you. If you give us your, every dime you have, we'll heal your dying wife. And they were lying. So he would just go and do it for them and be like, I did it for them. They didn't. That's God, not them. He was doing it to prove that they were lying. And that's why they killed him. Is because he was, all in all, way more popular. Because who would you trust? The people who are lying to you or the people who just saved your wife? Of course, they were jealous of Jesus. That's why they killed him. So when they killed him...
I don't know if it's about jealousy. I think it's just because he was fucking up their way of life.
Well, yeah.
I don't think it's
both,
jealousy.
Really.
Well,
They didn't like him because it challenged them. It showed their corruption.
exactly. That's not. I don't think that's jealousy. I don't think jealousy is the right word. Because they're not like, damn, I wish that were me.
Well, more, I don't like you because people like you more.
Or
People,
the fact
people pay
that,
more attention to you.
yeah, again, it might be jealousy, but it doesn't sound like jealousy to me. Sure.
But when they killed him in like the most brutal, torturous way possible. They literally made sure that he couldn't feel any, like he had to feel so much pain. He stayed awake for all of it. By the time he died, he realized, wow, I am a piece of crap for all this crap I've done.
Right, because that's a healthy way of thinking about it.
I have hurt a lot of people, and I have done a lot of things. And in my time on Earth, I've realized that there is a lot of evil and a lot of good. And maybe I can fix things. And so...
By disappearing for...
Giving them
thousands
the
of
opportunity.
years.
Giving them the free will to make that choice. He doesn't. There are some miracles here and there. I do believe in that.
Like,
But
it's
other
just
than
all... So that's like... Chronologically, is that like the end of the Bible? The death of Jesus?
No, I think the chronological end is the death of Paul.
Oh,
The
the
death
last
of Paul.
disciple, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Well, he was. Yeah, he was the last disciple, but he wasn't technically one of the disciples. He was a tax collector.
Hi,
and
I'm Paul.
Eventually, he was one of the people who would hunt down the Christian faith and kill them.
Ah.
He would hunt down the people with the remainders of the Christian faith, so that they would be executed. Like he would arrest them, and eventually he got to a point where like he started to kind of like feel bad about it, and God blinded him to show him like you see
Again,
with your eyes, but you're not seeing with your heart.
Again, God with the fucked up lessons.
Yeah. And he learned his lesson.
I don't think he had a choice, though. He didn't have a choice to learn.
Double kill.
If he didn't, God would break his kneecaps next.
What's better? What's better, learning or killing innocent people?
I'm not saying Paul is a good guy, but just like, Jesus Christ, dude. Love thy neighbor.
Yeah.
But go for the eyes.
Yeah. But you know that's how I believe, and you know
Yeah.
there are a lot of flaws with it. I do admit, but I think it's one of those things that no one will really ever know.
At the fundamental core, I may not love. I don't think the lore of the Christian faith is necessarily resemble. It doesn't resemble the modern day preachings. I won't give that up, but the core fundamentals of Christianity is good. Love thy neighbor, don't judge, which no one follows anymore. Like 80% of them do the exact opposite of what the Bible tells them not to do. And that's the biggest problem with it. That and the fact that, you know, if a lot of them had their way, then you know something crazy like conversion therapy can come back. Oh wait, look at the news.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem, and I don't think that it's going to be a problem that's going to get fixed. And I think that, not to mention all the other shit with like the Vatican covering up certain individuals that may or may not have done irreparable damage to its reputation, is like the nicest way I can put it. Which I know that's Catholicism, but like they're not too far off. If you, you can be semantic all you want, but Catholicism and Christianity are very akin to each other. But
well, Catholicism is literally a branch of Christianity.
Exactly.
They're literally from the same text. They just interpret it differently.
Exactly. Which that's a bit of a cop out, but sure, in my opinion. But yeah, but most importantly, religion these days has become a very nasty tool that's been used to do a lot of, in my opinion, evil shit. And too many people are comfortable ignoring it. Let's put it that way. And so, religion has this really nasty tone with it. It's like, you can say you're a Christian, but 90% of the people, especially in my community and myself, where it's just like, okay, well, do you think I should die because of the way how I live my life? Or are you just going to be one of those people that just goes, oh, you're okay, but too bad you're going to burn in hell. Womp womp. You know? Because that's always like the next question is just like, what level of like uncool are you?
Yeah, I get that.
And I'm not going to be condescending and say like you're one of the good ones, which you are, but that's a very condescending way of saying it. Trust me.
Yeah.
But like I not to really turn it on me. That's not the intent. But like I recently went through. But there was recently a content creator that I have collaborated in the past that turns out doesn't really have the same values as you do when it comes to folks like me. And so I had to make the really gnarly decision of like, one, figuring that out. I didn't really want to, but learning to deal with it is just it's kind of shitty. It's nothing like human experiences. Like as you grow up, you kind of learn to just be like a little bit jaded to it because like you know it's going to happen eventually. But with someone that you thought that was pretty cool, it turns out to be pretty not cool. It sucks. So Christianity kind of goes like hand in hand with that. It's a 50-50 of whether or not like you make a friend or you make it like an enemy for life, unfortunately.
Yeah. And you know, it's hard not to like feel like I have to like take responsibility for that. Like I know that's not really fair to be like that, but like I see these people, these Christians say like, oh well, I believe this and I'm a Christian, and it's like, you're using my faith to do this damage. Is that on me or is that on you? Because I don't believe that. I don't believe that what you're doing is
talk
wrong.
is well, but talk is
you, but
talk,
like the other person.
Talk is cheap though. You can say that,
yeah.
Cool, but what does your actions reflect instead? Right? Because a lot of people who don't like us would say that, oh no, it's fine, when in reality they want the closest thing to a modern day death camp, right? Talk is very cheap these days, unfortunately. You kind of have to prove it, which I wish it wasn't the case personally. I wish people in general were more trustworthy. I agree, but that's just not the world that we live in.
Yeah. And you know, I think that people who use and honestly, like, well, I'll give you an example of like how the Bible is misunderstood. The whole like taking the Lord's name in vain, like saying, "Oh my God," that is not what he meant by that. There's no way that is what he meant by that. And like
God made me do it is what he means, right?
Yes.
I killed this. I killed my baby because I heard God in my head, like shit like that.
That is taking the Lord's name in vain.
Yeah, not saying Jesus Christ. Not saying a name because you stubbed your toe in the wall. I don't think God gives a shit about that. It's pretty low in his priority list.
When you do that and you use, and I think that's one of the worst things you can do. I think it is one of the worst things you can do. Not the worst thing you can do, but like one of the worst things you can do is use any religion to hurt people. Because you are using an entire group to rally against another group, even though that group didn't consent to that.
Yeah.
When you say, Jesus tells me that gays should die. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't say that. And when you say that, you make me and everyone who thinks like me look like they think that way too. I mean, look at how people treat Muslims. Because of some Muslims that use Muslim faith, like the Islamic and the Torah and all that, or not the Torah, is that what the Quran, sorry.
There you go,
the
yeah.
Quran.
Torah is Jews specifically.
Yeah, it is. Sorry. The Quran and all this to do horrible things to people. That is not fair to Muslims. You can't say that, oh, what Muslims think? No, they don't. They don't think that way. Some loud ones do. Some do. Some believe that women should just cover themselves permanently and never do anything ever, and that it's all on the women to do it. You know, it's the women's fault that men are crap. No. Not all Muslims think that way. That's not true. And when you use a faith, a belief in something to justify horrible actions, you are one of the most cowardly people, because you could just say that I think that they should die. I think this. Not God. Don't put God there. Don't do that. If you're gonna say that, you say it. Use your own words. Don't quote someone who never said it. And that, you know, it really does. It really makes me mad when people say stuff like that, because it's like you could disagree, and like I'm also of the belief, and the other side of things, if you're religious and you do not agree with the LGBTQ community and you don't fuck with that, you don't like it, that's fine. Don't engage with it. Keep your mouth shut. Don't engage with it. If you are actively voting for people to not be able to marry or crap like that, that's different. But if you don't like to see gay things, don't engage with it. Literally, don't engage with it. If you don't like gay people, you don't have to go up to a gay person in the street and say, I don't like you.
So I'm laughing. It's very frat guy maternity. Yeah, this is gay. It's very frat guy maternity.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just ignore it. like just ignore it. Like, move on. There are a group of people that, in all honesty, are never gonna want to engage with you anyway. They don't like you either. So just leave them alone. And you know, and the same thing with pretty much anything. Like, you could say, I don't like this. I don't like this way of life. But I can't do anything about it, so I'm just going to ignore it. That's not homophobic. That is, I don't think so anyway. I don't think that's homophobic. Now, when you go and say, I don't like these people, and I think that, you know, they shouldn't be allowed to do this, they shouldn't be allowed to do that, then you've got a problem. In my opinion. I don't think simply not agreeing with something. And I don't mean to get to whatever, because I don't like getting into the sides of like, oh, the left or the right does this, because I don't think that's really fair to, again, a whole group. But one problem that I kind of see on the left is like they feel the need to agree with everything that someone on the left would say. They feel the need to kind of like tightly wound themselves with everything. And I don't think that is a very healthy way of doing it. I don't think that's healthy to be like, oh, well, this person says that it's offensive if you say this, so we must all think this. I don't really agree with that mindset. I think that people can have their own opinions, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't think people should be labeled as homophobic or bigoted or hateable or whatever the word is, because they don't necessarily agree with you. That's kind of a more directed toward you, though. Like what?
But it's devolved in this day where it's not just I don't agree with you. It's no longer at the point where it's like that. It's no longer respectable. You know, it's not like 2016 where it's just like, I don't really care about the gays, but they can do what they want. It's like a gays need to die. Okay? It's very hyperbolic, I get it, but like that's quite the majority of the world now. Except and it's not really gays, it's more like trans people now. Trans people don't have health care in a large majority of America, for example. Freest country in the world. Self-proclaimed. It's not the same thing anymore. It's devolved into just motherfuckers just being evil for the sake of it now. You know? It's no longer like a friendly discourse anymore. I think hell, it sucked back then, but I wish we could go back to that point. Shit's scary. Like legitimately scary for a lot of people now.
Yeah.
Because the government,
I agree.
allegedly, your government, not mine, thank God, could just be like, no, I deem you a traitor, and then send you somewhere. We could just have that happen. The fucking Gestapo could just be a thing again. They're not that far off from it, in my opinion, from an outsider looking in. Where cops, authority figures can just show up to your fucking door at any time and ask for papers. And if anything's off, you get sent to the fucking gulag. You know? It's no longer the same innocent world anymore. This is also why everything has become political now. It never used to be, because shit was fucking civil back then. Everything became vastly uncivil on both ends of the party, I agree. But there's still, in my opinion, a very clear good guy in all of this, and there's still very clearly a fucking bad guy in all of this.
Yeah.
It's not the same scenario anymore. The stakes are a lot higher, and that's fucking bad. That's really not great. And some people agree with that. Yeah. Some people want that to happen. Some people want there to be more stakes in the game. This isn't like a match of Left 4 Dead. You don't want it to be more deadly, man.
Yeah.
But some people kind of always wanted that blood, that thirst for blood. Now they just are encouraged to no longer hide it.
Yeah. I think that it's become a problem. Because people are just, I mean, I went on, like, I mean, I'll go on Twitter and I'll say the most just milquetoast take, and then people are just like, oh my god, you're a horrible person, and no matter what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, how, you don't know anything about me, you know, not like,
you're wrong, I hate you, and you should die.
Yeah. Like, okay, for instance, and like, I know that we didn't agree on this, but like, for instance, I made a post talking about how, like, I think that men should have more, like, financial decisions when it comes to their children, because that's not
what we disagreed on.
Well, I'll get into it more, but like, okay. we have the argument, and I'm not getting into abortion. I'm not doing it.
Right.
Will not do it. But the argument for abortion is simply women have the right to choose. And that when they have sex with someone, they are not inherently consenting to having a child. And all I was saying is that it's the same for men.
Yes.
And this one person just lost their motherfucking shit over this. Frickin' harassed me in frickin' threads about how horrible of a misogynist I am. And I mean, if you look on my Twitter page, you can very much tell I'm not a misogynist. I'm not a misogynist. This is one take that is not perfectly feminist. One. And by the way, the take was simply, if women get choice, men get choice. I didn't even say women shouldn't have the choice. I never even made that argument. I was simply saying that that conversation can be opened. That they both have a right to choose in a relationship. And that when two people go together and they have sex, they are both responsible for that outcome in different ways. That was all I was saying. And suddenly, this whole thread of just, you should die and the world would be so much better if you were never born, and yada, yada, yada. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, how psychotic do you have to be to look at this and think that way? Like, you really think that I shouldn't have been born and I should just die because I believe that men are equal to women and women are equal to men? Like, how is that a take? People are so polarized nowadays to believe one thing, that they cannot get it through their heads that you don't have to agree on everything to be a good person. There's not a one right way of thinking, but that's just not possible to people anymore. And I think it's a huge problem. It's probably one of the biggest problems we're facing, honestly, in the whole world, not just American politics, but especially American politics, where we have both sides of the spectrum just chanting for each other to die. Meanwhile, the people who they're representing, the people who are just the average Joes in their home, think that the other wants them to die. And it's just, it's not healthy. It's not healthy at all.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack there. So I don't remember who you originally tweeted, but there could also been some bad. I don't know who, but I'm just offering possibilities. There could have been some bad blood with who you quote tweeted, because just agreeing with someone who may be like deemed as a terrible person is just enough to sour the pot entirely. I don't know who said it. I don't really care. I'm not going to do that much of a cyber sleuth. Which I don't necessarily agree with, but I can understand the sentiment at least. It's hard though. I think the person that screamed at you, I mean, no shit, they don't know you. They kind of just assumed about you, which that's not good. You shouldn't assume things, but you can't expect everyone to do a deep dive into who you are as a person before commenting on a take that they may not agree with.
Well, it's more just giving good faith. Like, you can look at an argument and read the argument for what's being argued, not think that it's different. If I see an argument, my first thought is not, oh, well, they must think this.
Right. And the person who was mad at you could also just be someone who just doesn't like men. I'm sorry. Like, there's another topic too.
Like
Misandry is a thing. Sometimes it's a lot more valid. Sure, I'll be willing to give that. I know that side of the spectrum fucking is definitely true, but it is a thing, and it's exhausting. It's just socially accepted. That's what makes it different.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like, men should rally. You're grown fucking men. You can deal with it. If I can deal with it, you can deal with it. But it could just be that, And when someone's also that crazy, you just ignore them. Like, sorry. Okay, crazy bitch talking to me. Go away. Just block. There
Yeah,
you go.
funnily enough, they blocked me first.
Okay, well then
And
that's
I was
coward.
just like-
That's coward shit. That's
Yeah,
punching
they
someone
were
in the
like, "I'm
face and then
blocking you."
running away.
They're like, I'm blocking you now. I like again. I wasn't doing anything. I was literally just talking. I was like replying to what they were saying, and they were finally like, "Leave me alone! I'm blocking you." And then they blocked me.
Yeah.
And it's like, what do you commented on my posts? I
Yeah.
wasn't even on yours.
Yeah.
You could have just walked away.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
But like, in honesty, I probably should have just blocked and moved on. But I honestly thought it was kind of funny. Like, it obviously didn't like hurt my feelings or anything. I just thought it was funny how crazy people can get. It's kind
Yeah.
of the only reason I like Twitter. It's like I think it's funny how dumb people are. Yeah, I like feel. I know it's kind of like egotistical, but like I like feeling like the smartest person in the room. And when everyone is a freaking Neanderthal, it's very easy to feel the smartest. In
Uh-huh.
the room.
I'm sure. Yeah. Well, anyway, this has been a lovely conversation, a lovely hour and a half. Wow, damn.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It was intended to be an interview. It started out as one, and then it just became a discussion. So, whatever. I like discussions. I'm not really a good interviewer. You say I am, but who the fuck are we kidding? I'm good to talk to people. I don't like talking at people and then just like, oh, I want to chime in here, but then I can't. So I prefer discussions. But anyway, this has been this new episode of Daunt Talks or whatever. If you have, if anyone in the comments knows someone that they would like me to talk to reach out to attempt to reach out to, then please let me know. But until then, hope you all have a fucking day. Peace.
See ya.
All right, there we go. Cool. So what's your plan now?
I'm either going to stream a game. Let's see. Hold on. That is not one. My live is unstable. Wait, my average bit rate is too high. Oh, I need to change that probably. I'll change that after stream. But oh, it's over here. Trying to think. I'm falling.
I'm fucking tired, dude.
What game could I play? If I hadn't have modded Red Dead, I'd play Red Dead.
We
Don't know how to get rid of the mods.
Play Peak. We can play Power World actually. If you don't.
That's not something that I really want to stream. That's more of our thing, personally.
All right, we could do Peak.
We could do Peak if you want to do Peak. We'll do a new episode of Peak.
I don't want to record. Let's get the first one out before we make more. Like, we can just play it. Or you know what? If you want to rock your own thing, that's completely fine by me too. If I'm being honest, I could go down for a fucking nap right now. I got this done. I got recording done. I'm good for the rest of the day. But if you want to play games, we absolutely can. If you want to do your own thing, you absolutely can. I'm not gonna make you.
Well, we can play about 40 minutes or so of Peak, and then I'll probably just do my own thing. Like,
Right.
you could stay on the call, but like
We'll see. Cause I'm a sleepy bitch.
I'm gonna hang up and we can do the proximity chat.
Sure. My sleep schedule's all fucked. Yes, let me boot up the game. Pick. La pick. That was weird. What happened? The fuck is going on here? The invite thing isn't really working. What the fuck is going on? Is it my controller? Can you hear me?
Where are we vacationing? Yes,
There
I
we
can
go.
hear
Sorry,
you.
the invite thing, this whole invite kiosk was like really fucking up.
Uh, that is not what I meant to do.
Let's go, baby. We got sports drink, balloon. Take these 2 items.
Num num.
Hi.
Hi. Ooh, luggage. Trail mix.
There's shit up there.
What do you mean? Oh, wow. If we had some kind of rope, we could get up there.
Yeah.
Ooh, a prickly thing. Ooh, hold on. Okay, so I know that's possible.
There we go. Bam. Ah, oh, okay. Yeah, right over here.
Oh, so close. Ooh,
Ow, shit.
ankles.
Dude, okay. Right here. Duh. There's a tree right here.
Oh,
Yeah. Bingo. Easy, baby. Cannon, lollipop.
Wasn't there? There they are. Some balloons, a granola bar, a big lollipop, and a sports drink.
Each of us should take a lollipop at least. I'll take a sports drink for now.
Hold on. Does your backpack have room? I want to keep the balloons. But
There's nothing in there. Or, it's full. Here. Hop in.
Alright, hold on. Just a second.
What are you doing?
Oh, wait, no. I'm trying to grab the other balloon. Yeah, I dropped them back. Oops. Wait, I didn't get the light up. Hold on.
We are on a time crunch. Come
Oh,
on,
you
man.
already got the light up.
Nice.
I hit my head right into that rock.
Did you take damage?
No, actually.
Nice. So that's free fall. That's no fall damage, Kanan. Gotcha. We gotta go though.
I'm sure it's got some. some. Ooh, more.
Oh, yeah. God damn.
We're all kinds of lucky. Ooh, rope. Bandages. Actually, I'm going to use some bandages because I'm hurt.
Hmm.
I have an ouchie.
All right. Come on.
What? You know a game that I wonder if it wouldn't be a good video
Sweet
for us to do
Jesus.
together?
What?
House Flipper. Like House Flipper 2. It's got multiplayer. I think that'd be...
Maybe.
We have to wait for it to go on sale because it's kind of too expensive for my liking.
Sure. Hop in. Try to grab on the wall immediately. That worked extremely well.
Yeah.
That worked very well. Holy shit.
Oh, that just slides down.
Hold on. Go here
I got
first.
another suitcase over there.
This is where Lollipop comes into play, I believe. Because it gives you infinite stamina for a while. And then you just fucking... you zoom.
You should have took the rope. Because you took the lollipop.
Come on. You got it. There was 2 Lollipops, wasn't there?
Yeah, you grabbed the other.
Oh, did I? I don't think so. No, you... there was 2 Lollipops. One for me, one for you.
Well, I
Shit.
must have not grabbed it because I don't have it. Which is weird because I
You
looked
can...
back and it wasn't there anymore.
You can throw up the rope then, if you want. Go like here.
I'll try.
Whip it up here. I could drop it down.
Really?
Also, there's another...
Let me go find the room.
There's another chest right down there.
Did you see where that rope went?
No, I didn't even see you throw it.
Oh, rope in here.
All
Give
right.
me a second try.
Go here.
Alright.
Oh, also. It's fine. Here. Yeah, right there. Throw it up. Aim high.
That was not high enough.
Was that fully charged?
Yeah.
Hey, Dazai. Welcome, man. How are you doing?
the other rope? Aha!
How you doing, Desiree?
You somebody new in the chat?
Yep. We gotta go, bro. This is the last try.
Up high. Up high. Boom!
Too bad. Just come up. Just climb up.
I'm gonna both my sports drinks.
There you go. Still trying to finish New Game Plus of Hacker's Memory? Damn, man. You got this, though. There we go.
Got it!
Now we kind of have to haul ass a bit. We need to make up for lost time. Oh.
I really like the timer.
I don't love it either, but it's built into the game.
You can't turn it off.
No, I mean, you can play it on easy, but like this is normal difficulty. How far are you into Hacker's Memory, Desai? Okay, over here. Watch out for the jellyfish.
What sounds better, Manchester United or Manchester City?
United.
I don't know.
Although United kind of sounds fashy.
Sounds what?
Fashy, like fascism y. Hold on, don't get on here. This is one bridge at a time.
Well, if they built it for only one person at a time, they should put a sign that says one person. at a
Okay,
time.
there you go. You can fit up here. What's a rickety bridge, right? 7 on New Game Plus, trying to get Arcadium on Ultra. Damn. That's a tall order if I remember. Arcadia Plus is a pain in the ass to get. Up here? I think.
Yeah. Arcadia is such a hard thing. It's almost as harder as Becadia.
You don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about, do you?
Maybe not. Maybe I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never tell.
Okay, yeah, you should be able to. Oh my god, this map's actually doable. Christ. Jump. Jump over there. And we gotta go up here.
Spiky death.
You're gonna have to tap into some energy to get up here. Okay, good.
There we are.
Okay.
I still have no idea where we're going.
We gotta go up. Duh. Are you hungry?
Well, yeah. Yes.
Take some coconut.
Airline food. Oh,
No, the coconut. Thank you.
yeah.
Let's use the cheap food first.
Oh, wait,
See-
wait, hold on. I gotta put that back. I gotta put that back. Hold on. There we go.
I just need 250 strength and it's int. Okay, nice. Ooh, there's a chest up there. So yeah, we want to go up here. The other way, but sure. I'll go this way, you go that way.
Two idiots make a right. Who gets to the chest first?
I think me. Aw.
Ah. I'm
was-
smarter than you.
What was in it?
Energy drink.
That's it?
Yeah.
Are you lying to me?
No. Energy drink. It's like a plane ticket out of here.
It's a I win button.
Yeah.
Grab me.
Uh oh. Okay.
You gotta get into the habit of that, man. I can't be the one grabbing you.
Yeah. Well, that's your job. You grab people.
Hey, I wish people would pay me. I'm just gonna go look over here, see if there's a chest up here. Don't start that fire up there.
I don't think I can.
Daza, are you gonna be playing the new Digimon? Ooh. Alright, I'm coming, man. I'm coming. You're back. Are you going to be playing Time Stranger?
Look at this island over here.
The floating one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So weird.
it is weird. Give me.
Hey.
Give me. Yeah, you keep one. Ooh. Some food.
Marshmallows.
Pretty sure everything's good if it's cooked.
Delish. No.
Get it for Christmas? Nice, dude.
Getting games for Christmas is always so hype.
Yeah.
Cooking plastic.
Yeah. So green berries still poison you after you cook them. That's fun.
You like cook the poison out.
I thought you would, but I guess if you still eat a fucking unripe berry, it's still unripe.
You got me a backpack now. Yay.
But when you do play it, let me know, man. It's like, it's crazy stupid fun. It's like crazy wicked fun. Alright, so we have options here, bud. And I think we go down over there, because there's a chest down there. And right now, we want supplies. Even though, yeah, there's not really a crazy... I mean, we could try scaling up this whole thing. Because at the top there's vines. We could be crazy. 11 strength and 10 ninth to get toolmate to ultimate. Nice.
Ow. I grabbed onto the wall. It didn't work. And now I'm hurt. Lovely.
Well, if only you got a med kit. Oh, wait. You gotta, like, Spider-Man it, man.
That's what I tried to do. It didn't work.
Yeah, skill issue.
Maybe walls just really don't like me.
Over here. Ooh, grab those. And then I'll go over, and then meet me over here when you're done.
Alright.
This is gonna poison me. I'm gonna get that out of the way. Ooh.
What goodies did we get?
Rope and bandages. Do you need more health? Here.
Yeah, I need bandages. I didn't really want to use the med kit because I figured... No, I'll do that.
How are you for food? Because there's some leftover food right here. Just eat them.
Yeah, obviously.
Waste not, want
I
not.
really need food, but...
Yeah, everything besides episode strength and nice, dude.
Very.
Okay, let's see here.
A banana. I say we just book a flight home.
You say this joke every time we
Go
play.
to the airport. No, it's not a joke. We really just should go home. That is dangerous. You can walk on these bushes.
Yeah, they're not the poison ones.
Yay, rain.
Yeah, keep forgetting that this
I
is a
love rain.
keep forgetting this is the mechanic. Dickhead. There's no fucking way that hurt me.
That hurt?
I know, right?
Your legs are wimpy.
Huh. I don't think that way would have worked. Anyway, so fuck it, we ballin'. Chest over there, but it's covered in
chest.
vines. Oh, nice. Trail mix. I have plenty of leftover stuff. You. Oh wait, you also have a backpack now too. So here. Hold on.
I'm gonna drink this energy drink, so I have a little bit. Oh, never mind. That just gives me speed. Oh,
How much poison does touching this give me? Okay, a lot. That's not gonna happen. There's a chest way over there on the vine, and I was considering, because poison does go away.
hold
Careful.
on, I'm EP. I need to.
Sure. Alright.
Are these poison too?
Yeah, these,
Yes.
those are, that's Ivy. Yep. Don't follow me. Not yet.
Goodbye, brother.
Now follow me. This works. You gotta jump down and grab.
No.
Bro,
Hold on.
what are you doing? What are you doing?
My berry. What?
We gotta go before the rain comes. Did you make it across?
Just about. Yeah.
Okay, now there should be a crevice to the left, and then you want to climb up. Do I need to drop a rope? You should be good.
I think I'm above you. Yeah, I'm above you actually.
Oh, hi. Jesus.
I went the other way.
Red berries over there.
Antidote. Ooh, keep that.
Yes.
A flare. Probably won't need that, but we might. Ooh,
Reach
another
the.
one.
I got an achievement. Reach the tall of a really big tree.
Oh no.
Grab me. Look up, look up, look up. Ah, are you dead?
No. Ow, ow.
Fuck. Think he's gone, boys. Oh, a piton! Are you dead? You're dead. Okay. Great. Lovely. Ow, 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 ow. Hmm. You know what? It was a waste of energy to get up there, I know, but... Just use this real quick. And get back up there. I don't think he's alive. Well, if he is, he's on his own either way, unfortunately. There's not... Shit.
Hello?
Are you dead?
Yes.
I figured.
Broke every bone I had in a little crevice. I don't know what the heck happened to my stamina. I really thought I could make that jump.
If you let go and grab again, it takes a huge chunk out.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Man, really? I can't grab onto this?
Well, as long as you can get to the statue and not die.
Well, we haven't beaten this level yet. So... we can fucking try. Okay, this can work. With the baton, I can make that. Okay.
The airline food gave you a huge boost.
Yes, it did. Also been playing DC Universe Online. How's that working out, man?
This is abysmal, but...
The rain's gotta stop, dude. This is so ass. Jesus Christ. Alright. Let's do this. Recoup my stamp. Since I'm here, I can grab this fucking Benab. Make my way back up. Jesus Christ, game. Fucking rain. You've been doing fine. You've been playing it on my Nintendo. You choose vanilla, circle and sorcery, and a rifle as your first weapon. Now you've changed to a shovel? What the fuck did I just... What does that mean? Rifle was fun and all, but until you get the shovel, let me tell you. Come on, you son of a bitch. Okay. Ooh. Traverse the poison. Eat a banana. Perfect. Use you. Energy drink? Sure. Another baton. Let's go. Yeah. let's drink this. Get some. That does not give energy. Fuck me. This does. This makes you zoom, but hits you with a big
sleepy.
dose of sleepy. Does sleepy go away if you stand still? Yes, it does.
Nice.
Is your camera locked, or are you able to look around, Kurt?
What? What'd you call?
Carter.
Anyway, yeah, I can look around.
Look, be on the lookout
It's a
for.
cart.
Yeah, I did, but be on the lookout for chests,
I was
bud.
like, what? I can't. I can look around, but I can't. I'm locked on you, so I'm just like a
Gotcha.
pan.
Gotcha. I'm making
There's a
good
chest
progress.
over there next to you.
Where?
There.
What is there? Use
Right there.
directions. I'm facing here, left or right.
Okay. Yeah, left. On the vine.
That's not gonna be gotten.
Yeah. I thought it would be on something, but when you moved, I was able to pan you. That's just literally on the vine.
Maybe if I had an antidote to chug halfway, but nah. Big tree. Okay, this is gonna be a piton. Oh shit! You motherfucker, you.
Péton. A péton, more like a blah.
Yeah, a piton. Valina is my role, circling the for surgery as a profession. You can throw shovel like a boomerang and it comes back, but you gotta press to catch it. Bizarre.
What game is that?
DC Online, which doesn't sound like
Throw shovels at
this sounds like an old game. I know what DC is, obviously, but
Good use for your péton.
Piton. Although I don't think it's good enough.
Grab it. Or fall and
Ow.
break every bone in your body.
I got healing.
That bodonk off the concrete of your head. Is there blood on the vine there?
Hmm. No, I think
Sap.
that's just the color of the vine. There's no chests down there. I need food no matter what, so I have to risk yellowberry. The folk rises. Came out in 2011. I was 11 when that game came out.
You were 11 when that game came out?
Yeah. I was born in 99. My age correlates with the date. It's 2016, so I'm 26. Oh, sorry, 2025. Which, you know, doesn't make sense now, but you like when it's the new year, my age and the date overlap.
Okay. Gotcha.
Come on, there's got to be something up here I can at least stand on. Over here, if I can just reach. Nope.
How did that not hurt?
Cut the wall. I wasted my piton, unfortunately. I have to look at that vine. I have to see what's on here. Lovely.
Nothing. You're kind of forced to just wait and then poison yourself and then wait.
I have an idea. I need the rain to stop though, because I'm slipping. Not what I wanted to do. Youch. Maybe? Nah.
It could be a lot.
Good attempt. Nope, it's all good though. I'm done also for now. Good attempt. Good solid attempt. But I'm done. I'm done stream. For today. So thank you everybody for watching. Hope you had a wonderful time. Hope you had a wonderful time. Until next time we meet. Hope you all have a fucking day. Peace.